Good morning. And today I'm not going to say any date because this is going to happen every single day and I want you to listen. Alright. So, what is the problem? The problem is something that has been there for ages and it will still be there for ages. And the problem is your pillow and your blanket and your bed. Alright. Right now, if you're listening to this in the morning, you are somewhere which is very comfortable. You do not want to get up. There is soft texture of this blanket. There is this kind of coolness in the weather. It is all beautiful and you wish if you could just sleep for another half an hour or 1 hour. But that is a problem. That is a problem because the life that you have of an artist, the life that you have of a human being is way more important. And you know what happens, honestly? You, in this situation, you go into this vibe where you forget about some thoughts that are keeping you actually awake, keeping you working. And when we go back to work, when you will be late, when you will be 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, running, you'll be thinking, what the hell was I thinking in the morning? In the morning is of some other dimension. And what we will be talking, we'll be trying to put those thoughts back into your brain right now so that you wake up to reality and then hopefully you finally wake up and get up from your bed, right? So in this try, for you and me, let's get started. The first thing is, let's talk about work. What is work? No matter if you love your job or you hate your job, no matter if you're an artist or not an artist, whatever you do today, it is going to make some change into the world. If you are an artist or if you are in the profession of being a doctor, being a teacher, being directly answerable to somebody else, then it is going to be impeccable in that business. If you are in a business where you don't really care what happens, you're just there for money, then at least your money is required, right? Now there is one way to earn money, and that way is very lethargically to say that I really don't want to do this, I don't want to have this, why the hell I have to work this. We were put into this world, and this is this quote that I read recently which says that Adam trying to find peace in a place where Adam, Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, was put as a punishment. We are all into punishment and we are all in the same boat. The only difference is some of us are getting out, facing it and just going with it. Now when we are saying facing it here, in the beginning it is hazardous, it is something that you really don't want to do. But the thing is, if you just start waking half an hour early, or if you just start waking on time according to your watch, time is like money. Let's just say, and that is why you're doing it, right? So let me take the metaphor of money particularly. Let's just say you had 10 rupees, 10 bucks, okay? And now you have to buy certain things. You have to go very cut to cut. That is what you do. But if I give you 15 bucks, then you can spend it a little sparingly, takes with it, and still be nobody to scold you because you still have your money, the remaining 10 bucks to spend it wisely again, the 5 or 4 practice. The same thing happens with time. If you get up early, you get time to dress, you get time to think, you get time to plan, you get time to make a lot of mistakes and not be answerable to anyone for them. And then you got, with all this practice, with all this armor, you get to face the world. So if you're questioning what the hell do I do waking up early in the morning, you prepare your armor because life is a battlefield. Your boss does not like you and I'm not going to say that he does. You hate your work and I'm not going to say that you love your work. No, you hate your work. But it is better to be great at something that but it is better to be great at something that you hate and then still ace it and be so good that you get into something that you love. Where does that happen? It does not happen in your heart when you feel like working. It happens in your brain when you prepare for it. And then you go forward and beat the shit out of it. And then you win. So the flow of work was going like this. And then we slept. And we are well rested. I'm not discounting the role of sleep or rest. But if you still sleep, it will go sideways. And then you will become late. It's like taking a detour from the highway. And then you have to come back and still do it. So if you have to do it, why take this detour? Because a little sleep will cause a lot of damage for you, make you late, and then you'll have to get back. And believe me, this is not some problem that only you are facing. There is a stanza that Marcus Aurelius centuries ago wrote, and let me read it to you. On those mornings, you struggle with getting up. And by the way, this is something he wrote to himself. Alright, so we are reading a personal diary. Listen, on those mornings you struggle with getting up. Keep these thoughts in mind. Awakening to the work of a human being, am I annoyed that I'm going to do what I was made for, the very thing for which I was put into this world. You're not here by an accident. You are here to actually be who you are from ground zero today in the morning, and then you have to build up. The later you are to build up, the harder you're going to fall later. You have to build up from the get-go. Right now is the time to wake up and get up. Because you have to put your work today. This is what your fate has. This is what you have to do no matter what. Then why are we being late on it? Or was I made for this? To snuggle under the covers and keep warm. It's so pleasurable. Made for pleasure. In short, to be coddled or to exert yourself. Now, there is this exercise that I want you to do. The first thing is I want you to know that all of us are in the same boat. And now I want you to fold your blanket while I read, and then you'll keep your pillow on the blanket and you'll get up and you'll go to the washroom, and then you'll wash your face by the time I'm done. So your watch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. To think that even 200 years ago, the emperor of Rome, who was reportedly a bit of insomniac, was giving him a pep talk in order to summon up the willpower to throw the blankets off each morning and to get out of bed. From the time we are first sent off to school until we retire, we are faced with the same struggle. It's nicer to shut our eyes, which I hope are now open, and hit the snooze button a few more times, but we can't because we have a job to do. And your job, now that I hope you're awake, if you're not, let me read one more stanza. Not only do we have the calling, we have dedicated ourselves to specifically artists, but we have a larger cause that the Stoics speak about, the greater good. Your work matters, and that is why we are doing it. That is why the world needs you, and it does. No matter how you feel right now, the world needs you. We cannot be of service to ourselves, to other people, or to the world unless we get up and get working. You're the better. So come on, go in the shower, have your coffee, and get going. Now, I usually do journaling. This is a journal, if you can see it. Yeah, I usually do journaling. And I know not everybody does that. So that is what I want you to do. Right now, you have gotten up, you have washed your face. I want you to go into your phone and type on the comments that I got up and this is the work that I'm going to do, and I promise to do it with all my heart and soul, and I'll report back. Now when that work is done, I want you to come here under your comment, hit reply and write done. You know what will happen? You will put this testament that you have done something today to the entire world. And more importantly, for me, I make this video. It is partly, yes, for YouTube, partly for becoming rich and famous and having the money, but also write any comment and you say that it has made a change to your day. Believe me, man, it is amazing to hear that. So what I want you to do is let me know if this video made any sense to you. If you're not watching in the morning, let me know what you think. And if you did what I said, please get back so that I know that I did something amazing by spending 1 hour in the morning of mine, and hopefully that 1 hour was able to help, I don't know, so many hours all around the world. I just hope that happens, and thank you so much. See you in the comments.